last 5 to 6 weeks. Prior to that, when there wasn't testing in January
I think in this country we've taken a very liberal approach to mortality.
There are other countries that if you had a pre-existing condition,
has been pretty straightforward.
and let's
over
say
the, last
the virus caused you to go to the
prior
ICU
to that,
when there wasn't
have a heart or
testing
kidney
in
problem.
January and
Some
February,
countries are
that's a
reporting
very
that
different situation, a heart
an
issue
or a kidney
There are
issue,
other countries
and not a
that if you had a
COVID-19
pre-existing
death.
condition, right now we're still
And let's say
recording
the
it,
virus
and we'll,
caused you to go to
the
the
great thing
ICU
about
and then
having
have a
forms
heart or
that come
kidney
in
problem.
and a form that
Some
has
countries are
the ability
recording
to
that
mark it as
as
COVID-19
a heart
infection.
issue
The
or a
intent
kidney
is right
issue
now
and
that
not
those,
a
if someone
COVID-19
dies
death.
with COVID-19,
Right now
we
we're
are
still
counting
recording
it,
as
and
a
we'll.
COVID-19
I mean, the
death.
great thing about
Can you be
having
sure- I mean, you
forms
hear
that
from
come in
foreigners that
and a
that's
form that
not
has
necessarily
the ability
the
to
case.
mark
Are
it
you
as
sure- have
COVID-19
you
infection.
confident about that?
The
Is there any
intent is
concern
right
that
now
it's
that
used
those, if
the data
someone
that you're trying
dies
to
with
collect in terms of
COVID-19,
projections
we are
and
counting that.
things like that?
Well, I think
as a
that would apply
COVID-19
more
death.
to rural
Right. Can you
areas
be
that
sure-
may
and
not
you
have
hear
the
from
same level of
foreigners that that's
testing, but I
not
am pretty
necessarily
confident in New York
the
City
case. Are you
and
sure- have
in
you
New Jersey
confident
and
about that? Is there
places
any
that have
concern
these
that it's
large
used
outbreaks and
the data that you're
COVID-only
trying to collect in
hospitals. I
terms
can
of
tell you they are
projections and
testing.
things like that?
New
Well, I think
York
that would
and New
apply
Jersey
more to
together
rural
have
areas
by
that may
proportion
not
are
have the
testing
same level of
extraordinarily well as
testing, but
Washington
I
State
am
and
pretty
Louisiana.
confident in New York
So
City
I don't see that
and
there's
New
been a
Jersey
barrier
in
in places
testing
that
to
have these
diagnosis.
large outbreaks and
I think there's so much
COVID-only
focus
hospitals. I can tell you they are testing.
on coronavirus
New
that,
York and New
particularly
Jersey
if you take New
together
York, which we all
have
know
by
is
proportion are
having a
testing extraordinarily well as
disproportionately
Washington
higher
State and
proportion of the
Louisiana.
burden
So I
of the
don't see
entire
that there's
country
been
is
a barrier
right now
in
in New
testing
York.
to diagnosis.
No, I can't imagine if someone comes in
there's so much
with
focus
coronavirus, goes to an
now
ICU
on
and they have an
coronavirus
underlying heart
that,
condition and they
particularly
die.
if you take New
they're going
York,
to say
which we all
cause of
know
death,
is-
heart
is-
attack.
is having a
I cannot see that happening. So I don't think it's going to be a problem of the entire country is right now in New York.
A question for
No, I
Dr.
can't imagine if
Fauci
someone
on
comes in
the
with
virus hitting
coronavirus,
black
goes to an
communities the
ICU,
hardest.
and they have an
I mean, these
underlying
numbers
heart
are
condition
staggering.
and they die.
Louisiana and other states
They're
are
going to say
reporting
cause of
40 to
death, heart attack.
70% of deaths are
I cannot see that
African
happening. So I
Americans.
don't
Do you
think it's going to be a
expect
problem.
that pattern to continue nationwide? Some states have not even reported their data yet. A question for Dr. Fauci on the virus hitting black
I can't be
communities the
confident
hardest.
to
I mean, these numbers are
patterns, but
staggering. Louisiana and
the
other states are
underlying
reporting
reason
40 to
why that is
70%
happening
of deaths are
doesn't
African
change from
Americans.
state to state.
Do you expect that pattern to
I
continue
expect
nationwide? Some states have
that
not
when
even
African
reported their data
Americans
yet.
get infected, given the disproportionate
I can't be
disparity
confident
of
to
the
predict
underlying
patterns, but
conditions,
the
that lead to
underlying reason
complications
why
like
that
the
is
ones
happening
I mentioned doesn't
expect
change
that
from
we will
state to state.
Do you expect it to get worse?
No, I expect that when African Americans get infected,
Still see
given
the pattern,
the
that when you look
disproportionate
at
disparity
the proportion
of
of
the
people who get
underlying
into serious
conditions
trouble and
that
die,
lead to
again, it's going to be
complications like the ones I
disproportionate towards
mentioned,
the African
I
Americans.
expect that
I
we
do
will
expect
still
that.
see
And is the federal
pattern
government now
that
leading
when
the
you
charge
look
in
at
collecting
the
this
proportion of
information
people
from
who
the
get
states,
into
and when will
serious
it be
trouble
made
and
public?
die?
Yes, the
Again,
answer
it's
is
going to be
yes, it will be
disproportionate
public as
towards
soon as
the
you get
African
enough data to be able
I
to
do
make
expect
a
that.
And is the federal government now leading the charge in collecting this information from the states, and when will it be made public?
Yes, the answer is yes. It will be public as soon as you get enough data to be able to make a meaningful
It is
So
a
can we
great
expect
concern
this week or
for us. And the task force has assigned that to several. But it's probably a good reminder that data now. It is a we have to be especially careful around people with serious underlying health conditions. It's probably a good reminder. As we've said it many times from this podium over many weeks, we have to be especially the risk of serious illness from the coronavirus remains low for the average with serious underlying health conditions. But for anyone, as we've said many times from this podium over serious underlying health conditions, the risk of serious illness from the coronavirus remains low for the average American. The risk of anyone from any community of tragedy is serious underlying health conditions, and so particularly senior citizens. We're going to be very diligent about studying this and providing information and guidance in accordance with tragedy is very real. But so I do want to say to each and every American, we're going to be very diligent about studying this and providing coronavirus guidelines in accordance with. About wash your hands. Our best scientists. If you're sick, stay. I do want to say to each and every home, if you're not in critical infrastructure, like President's coronavirus, incredible healthcare workers, or all those heroic people working to keep food on the shelves at our grocery stores. If you're sick, stay home. And keep medicine from home. If you're not in critical infrastructure, we ask you to work from home. Healthcare workers or all those heroic people working to avoid gatherings on the shelves at our grocery stores. 10 people. Keep medicine at the pharmacies. Use a drive-through at a restaurant. We ask you to don't go in the restaurant. Work from home if you can. Not just to protect unnecessary travel, but to protect avoid gatherings of every community, of every background in this country who may have underlying conditions at a restaurant that make them don't go in the restaurant. Not just to protect your health. But that's how we can all do our part every community, of every background in this country who may have underlying conditions. And, the American people are doing it susceptible. And as we continue to do that, we will hasten the day. That's how we can all do our part to slow the spread past and to protect our reopen America and put America the American people are doing it. Thank you all. And as we continue to do that, we will hasten the day that we put the coronavirus in the past and we reopen America and put America back to work. Thank you all. We'll see you tomorrow.